World Rivers Part 2. Let's talk about the source and drainage basin for the rivers. A river begins at a source or more often several sources, which is usually a watershed drains, which is usually a watershed, drains all the stream in its drainage basin, follows a water course and ends either at a mouth or mouths which could be confluents, river delta, etc. The water in a river is usually confined to a drainage channel made up of a stream bed between banks. In larger rivers, there is often also a floodplain. It is for the larger rivers, in fact. There is often also a wider floodplain shaped by floodwaters, cover topping the channel. Floodplains may be very wide in relation to the size of the river channel. This distinction between river channel and the floodplain can be blurred, especially in the urban areas where the floodplain of a river channel can become greatly developed by housing and industry. The terms upriver and downriver refer to the direction towards the source of the river and towards the mouth of the river. Mouth of the river means where the water travels, and source of the river means where from the water comes. And if we go towards the source of the river, that is upriver, and if we go towards the mouth of the river, where it ends up in a sea, that is called downriver. Channels. Rivers can flow down mountains, hills, through valleys, and can create canyon or gorges. Especially when traversing plains, the river channel typically contains a single stream, but some rivers flow as several interconnecting streams, producing a braided river, which occur on peneplains and some of the larger river deltas. Anastamosing rivers are similar to braided rivers and are quite rare. They have multiple sinuous channels, one carrying large volumes of sediment. There are rare cases of river bifurcation in which a river divides into distributaries and the resultant flows end in different seas. An example is that of Narodine River in Kosovo. A river flowing in its channel is a source of energy that acts on the river channel to change its shape and form. In 1757, German hydrologist Albert Brahms empirically observed that the submerged weight of the objects that may be carried away by a river is proportional to the sixth part of the river flow speed. This formulation is also sometimes called Airy's law. Thus, if the speed of the flow is double, the flow would be dislodge objects with 64 times as much submerged weight. In mountainous torrential zones, this can be seen as erosion channels through hot rocks and the creation of sands and gravels from the destruction of larger rocks. A river valley that was created from a U shaped glaciated valley can often easily be identified by the V shaped channel that it has carved. In the middle reaches where a river flows over the flatter land, meanders may form through the erosion of riverbanks and deposition on the inside of bends. Sometimes the river will cut off a loop, shortening the channel and forming an oxbow lake or a billabong. Rivers that carry large amounts of sediments may develop conspicuous deltas at their mouths. Rivers whose mouths are saline tidal waters may form estuaries as well.